Good evening, peeps. In this video, I'm going to show you peeps how to properly lock a bicycle. I know a lot of people out there that do not know how to lock a bicycle, but in case you do or don't, well, this be a great video to watch anyways. So let's begin. Now here, this bicycle, I have a cable lock and a chain lock and a U-lock. So I have 3 locks in here. Well, the cable lock's just a cable, but I got it locked up. And for starters, very important is what you lock your bicycle up to. Now, what I have here is this metal pole, this metal thing right here, and it's very important that you connect it to something that doesn't suck. Like I've seen some cheap ass bike racks that weigh like 10 pounds, and you could easily unscrew them into pieces, or basically you could just pick up the rack and the bicycle and just throw it on top of or in a pickup truck, and then goes your bicycle. Your bicycle's gone. So it's very important to get something really good to lock it up into, like this. This is a good piece. Something that's either a bike rack that weighs like 100 pounds or that is fused into the ground. Now this particular bike rack thingy, I tried to lift these things up. I don't know if it screws in there, but just be careful that, thieves can unscrew these things and, pull these things out and steal your bicycle. I can't get these things off, so I'm going to speculate that they're fused in there. Now, anyways, so just make sure that it's good. Now, something like a tree stump like that, something big might work, but like a skinny tree, like my skinny hands, that wouldn't work, because a hacksaw will easily get your bike stolen. Now, with this bike, I have some pretty good solid locks on here. Now, you want some good locks. Make sure that's very important, because there's a lot of cheap ass shitty locks out there that you could cut with a pair of scissors. Now, for starters, for the chain lock that I have right here is a Kryptonite Fahgettaboudit chain lock. It's pretty heavy duty. It's pretty strong. Now, I use this as my main lock right now for this bike, and I have it wrapped around this bike rack pole thingy twice. And yeah, I have it wrapped around my tire, and so this will hopefully keep my bicycle and front tire in place. I also have this away from the ground. Now, you don't want your chain lock to be drooping and like touching the ground or near the ground, because it's easier for thieves to maneuver some tools to try to get it to the ground so that they can stab a hole in here or something, or cut through this or something. Yeah, I hope you understand what I mean. So yeah, this you want a decent lock, so this is a good one right here. I have one here. Now, for the rear end of my bicycle, I've got a U-lock. Right here's a Kryptonite Fahgettaboudit U-lock, and I have this wrapped around my frame to keep my rear tire from getting stolen. So I think I have it positioned pretty good. And yeah, and right here is a cable. Now, cable locks are the worst. They're pretty shitty, and I use this one just to lock my this seat post to keep the seat from getting stolen. So, like in high crime areas, you might want to consider locking your seat up there. So, yeah, to be a good idea. Now, I would never use a cable lock as your main lock, like to wrap your entire bicycle to whatever object you got to. I mean, I've had a lot of friends that had their bikes stolen just because they use cable locks. Unless the cable's like 1 inch thick, but even at that, I wouldn't use a cable as your main lock. I mean, never. So this is a shitty ass cable, but it's just used for my bike seat. Yeah, and some other maybe good ideas that I've heard of. If you look at, I have a rear shock right here, and that can get stolen. What you could do if you wanted to is super glue ball bearings in here to keep your shock from getting stolen, or other pieces like your let's say you got like your handlebars can get stolen too, so you could super glue ball bearings right here. Now I have a direct mount stem here because this is a downhill bike, but you know, like a block stem or whatever, you know, the same thing, just super glue ball bearings in there. Yeah, and so I hope you peeps are safe out there and you lock it as good as I do. This I think I would rate this A+ locking. You can judge me on the comments if you want to, or you know, I hope this helps out. So be safe out there. Later, peeps.